Well, Monday I went up to do a little short segment in a video that someone was doing. Actually, a movie. It was a short film, and they wanted to use me for something, and it was fun to do. I love doing those kind of things. But coming back on the bus, I take the bus to New York because it's close to my house and it's faster than train or plane or anything, and I can work for 4 hours. But next to me was this woman who you know, an upper middle class woman or whatever, and she was divorced and wanted to go and buy a house or something like that. And she said she went to her banker, you know, and her banker said, you can't afford a house because you need a 20% down payment and you need a lot more income than you're making and things like that. I said, God, your banker's the last place to go to figure out if you buy a house or not. Because all they're doing is selling you money. You don't want to go to a banker. And if you want to buy a house in this country, there's so many places. I mean, you don't even need money to buy a house. With $500, you could get into a house. $1,000, you know, there's programs. You know, if you haven't had a house in like the last 3 years, there's hundreds, dozens of programs. And they don't give out grants. That's another thing. You're going to be looking for a grant. It's not grants, it's loans you don't have to pay back. They give you that for the down payment money. So it's not even your own money. Yeah. And they're from nonprofit organizations. It's not banks. Banks want to sell you money at the highest rate possible because they have Wall Street investors who have to just make money from you, right? But people who want you to get to live in a decent home or whatever and grow your community, they're not in business to make money. They're in business for you to get shelter. So that's why there's dozens and dozens of programs like that in every community, you know, that's available to help you buy a house, fix up a house or whatever. And it's money that it's not grants, but you don't have to pay it back. That's why you don't even know the questions to ask or the people to ask. You're asking a banker, and they're telling you no because they only know one way. And there's always alternative ways, you know, to do this. So shop around. You can do it yourself or have us do it for you. I mean, I'll do it. I do custom research now to show you. I'll show you 100 programs where you live for money to buy a house, fix up house. That's nothing to do with banks because these are government programs, nonprofit organizations, and even internet sources of money, you know, to do these things. And even become a house flipper, or even where the government will give you tenants to put in your house that you just refurbish with government money, you know, to make money out of that and be in the real estate business. So that's it. Just be careful with the experts, and particularly the traditional things. I mean, that's certainly a big part of our economy, but to me, it's not the important part. And not the important part for people who really want to do things and they don't have a lot of money. You have a lot of money and you don't need money, you go to the bank. You don't have a lot of money or you need money, don't go to the bank. You gotta use alternative sources. And that's what I'm here to do, is help people learn about them.